Welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I'm super excited to talk all about time management as a teacher and what I do, what works for me, and making sure that I'm getting everything done, but I'm also leaving work at work when I go home. If you are new here, I am a third-year teacher. I taught kindergarten for 2 years and I'm teaching second grade this year and I'm loving it, but it was a lot to kind of learn a new routine, a new everything. A new grade. It's completely different than kindergarten, so it did take a minute to really get my routine and time management down. I have a lot of tips, a lot to my story that I want to share with how I manage my time, so let's just get right into the video. So at the beginning of this school year, I was feeling so burnt out and I needed a change. I needed to figure something out because what I was doing wasn't working and I was very overwhelmed and, like I said, feeling completely burnt out. So the first thing that I did was I created a weekly routine within my lesson plans so that way I could just plug things in. It took a few weeks for me to really figure out what I like to do, what worked for me and my kids, but once I figured that out, now it's so easy for me to lesson plan each week because I literally just plug things in. I am used to using happy planners and I still love using a happy planner. However, this year when I was trying to really manage my time at the beginning of the year, I actually decided to switch over to using Planbook on my computer, and it's really nice because they have a feature where you can literally just print out your lesson plans. So I do that way I have a physical copy on my desk for me, but I'm able to quickly lesson plan on my computer. It is so much faster than writing everything. Okay, so the next thing that I did was I broke up all 5 of the days of school for each week and I gave myself a big daily task. So for example, Mondays are my day to grade things from like the week before. So Mondays, my big task, whenever I get any free time, I'm constantly grading things. Tuesdays and Wednesdays are my days to lesson plan for the week after, so like for next week. So today's Tuesday, so today I've been planning for next week anytime that I get a chance. Thursdays I use to make my copies for that next week, and then Fridays I use to set up my room, get things out that I need for the next week, organize the copies, whatever I need to do to prepare my room for the following week. This routine has worked really great for me and it has helped me get all my work done at school. I literally do not take work home, which I will talk about here in a minute. So I mentioned how anytime I get a moment, I'm working. That's so true. At school, lunch, my prep, constantly working, and I minimize social time with other teachers. I am not a teacher that you will find in someone else's room talking, sitting during my lunch hour. I am working. And that's definitely personal preference. That's just something that works for me. I like to just constantly work while I'm here. But some people like to take that few minutes that they have to sit and relax, talk, socialize. That's just not me. I do want to mention that does not mean that I do not socialize. I do, I just limit it. So that literally means, because of all that, constantly working while at school, I do not work outside of my contract hours. Very minimal do I stay after school. I usually leave right after school, and the next thing kind of goes along with that. I don't take work home. I don't take things home to grade, don't take things home to even cut out, nothing like that. I do not take work home. I leave it here. It'll be here for me tomorrow. Okay, the last thing that I want to mention is that I do not check my email, parent messages, nothing like that outside my contract hours. Once I leave this school building, I don't check those things. I don't check it on my phone. Very seldom will I check like my email, like something on the calendar, but I do not regularly check those things. And that has helped me so much mentally because there's nothing worse than going home, checking a parent email, and seeing a message from a parent that's rude and just you let that ruin your night at home. I did not like that. I had to stop doing that because it was not healthy for me to go home and do that all the time. I needed to have that divide from work to home, which is what was really important for me, which is why I put these things in place for myself. And just like that, it is the end of the day. I am leaving school now. I'm freezing because it's so cold outside today. But before I end this video, I do want to remind you that what works for one teacher might not work for another. And so these things that I'm sharing in any of my videos, but especially today's video, yes, they work for me and they work great for me. However, that might not be the case for you, and that's okay. It's awesome to try new things, but you have to kind of keep trying new things until you find what works for you. And I think that's super important for your success within teaching and being a teacher, and kind of having those boundaries, having good time management. You have to find something that works really well for you and your routine. But with that being said, I do hope you enjoyed today's video, got something out of the video, maybe even try something from the video that I mentioned and shared. If you have any video requests that you would like to see regarding teaching, my classroom, whatever it may be, let me know in the comments and I will look forward to doing those in the future. But that is pretty much it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed and I will see you next time. Bye.